All right, let's bring in criminal attorneys Misty Marris, Sarah Azari. I'll have Sarah give us the prosecution. I'll have Misty give us the defense. Sarah, what matters most here, and do you think they'll hook him?
Yeah, I do. I agree with this juror, Chris. He too is putting up an imperfect human defense. I just wasn't a perfect dad. That defense has failed before. It's going to fail again. Now, I'll tell you, there's some differences here. It appears that the mother was more privy to the text. I mean, the text messages were with the mother, between the mother and the son. He was not privy to those text messages, or maybe perhaps even the journal. So the defense is going to argue foreseeability. But we're talking about a parent. The kid lives under your nose. You're supposed to know what this kid is doing at all times, his struggles, his needs, and you ignore them. So I expect that this prosecution is going to bring in some sort of personal set of facts, like they did with the affair by the mom, to show that this dad was completely disconnected and failed to address the issues of that Ethan had. So I think this is an easy guilty verdict.
Misty Marris, how do you create reasonable doubt?
Yeah, it's a very tough case for the defense. Sarah nailed it. She hit some of the issues that the defense is going to play upon. First of all, there were some text messages that came in during Jennifer Crumbley's trial that have been deemed inadmissible here, that were very damaging in her case. They're going to try and use that. Foreseeability is going to be the main issue. They're going to try and look during the before, meaning before the shooting, and try and cut into that to say that James Crumbley did not know, even though he may have known that his son had issues, he did not know that he was going to be violent. And the other issue that's certainly going to be a primary component of the defense argument, which we heard in opening statements, is how the gun was stored, that he did not know Ethan had access to the gun. We heard them emphasize that in the arguments, and we've heard a lot of that on cross-examination about what James Crumbley did not know, and what the detective who took the stand today could not say because the detective wasn't aware. So the focus is certainly going to be on that to get to that reasonable doubt.
But to Chris, to
My
Misty's
Uber
point,
driver. Go ahead, Sarah.
yeah, James Crumbley was apparently, according to the mom, was in charge of securing the gun, which obviously he failed to do.
Right.
And when we're talking about foreseeability, that day he was aware of the blueprint drawing of the massacre. So even if he didn't know before, he knew that day.
Right. My Uber driver put it best. I got to give him credit for it. He said, hey, a lot of people may have guns there. Why did he automatically run home when he was heard there was a shooting to see whether or not his weapon was in the house? It's because he knew something about his kid. That's why. Misty Marris, Sarah Azari, thank you both. 4 minutes, 30 seconds.